I need black men and black women to understand something. I don't get on YouTube to make money. I don't get on YouTube to become the most popular, person on YouTube. And many of these black channels out here that give you information, they're doing it from the bottom of their hearts because they love you just like I do. Even though we do have some out here who are, just trying to be the number one black YouTuber here and have the highest voice, the loudest voice, so that you can listen to him or her more than anybody else. But I can promise you that I'm only on here because I love you. I may be hard on my sisters many times about the interracial dating thing, and I'll be just as hard on the black men, my brothers, who are out there dating non-black women. But what I do on here is out of love. I don't do it for profit. I do it because I care. I do it because I know that you don't have a lot of channels out here on YouTube that are actually generally doing it because it's from the bottom of their heart, because they really care. Most of them are out here pretending that they give a damn about you, but they're only really doing it because they're making a profit off of you. And like I said, there are some actual genuine channels out here that do care and want to see black people get out of the rut that they're in. They want to see them liberated. They want to see them out of the system of oppression. Many come on here and they educate you, and many come on here and they show their love just as much as I do. I'm not putting on an act like most of these men. I'm not putting on an act when I talk about how much I love black women, because I actually do love black women very much. My mother is a black woman. That's the number one black woman in this world that I love. My wife, number two. Chocolate black woman, dark-skinned, brown, light-skinned, all of you. I love you all. I don't play favorites when it comes to black women. If you're a black woman, you're a black woman. That's all there is to it, and I love you. Some of you have some very bad choices that you make when it comes to men, when it comes to the way that you act, the way you dress. And the same can be said for black men. They make bad choices in women. They make bad choices when it comes to the kind of life they want to live. I'm not talking about being gay or lesbian. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the way some of us are as individuals. We could do better. When it comes to black love seems to be a threat to everybody, even some black people, because black people that do not believe in black love anymore and want to be with people that are outside their community will do everything in their power to sabotage, will do everything in their power to tell the people who are promoting black love that they are scamming black people, that there is no such thing as black love, it's struggle love, And I used to get angry at that, but I laugh at people that talk about that now, because when you call something struggle love, the whole thing about it is black people are always going to go through a struggle as long as they're in the system of oppression, because you have to continue to struggle to survive when you're in a system that puts its foot on your neck every single day. And if you don't understand that, then you probably just don't comprehend what is happening to you and what system you've been living in for as long as you've been on this earth. And that's as simple as I can tell you. I truly, truly love my black brothers. And I love when I see the black men with their daughters, with their sons, when they're family men, when they're working their butts off to support their family, when they're walking down the street holding their woman's hand or putting their arm around their woman's waist. Because those are the black men. Those are the types of black men that I grew up around. I don't know what happened to black men when I was in my mid-20s. Somehow they became weak. Not all of them have. But there are a vast group of black men out there who have become docile, who have become, just weak-minded. And they'll be the ones that come to my videos and tell me that I'm being racist. They'll be the ones that come to my videos and tell me that I need to slow down how I'm talking. They'll be the ones that criticize me for loving sisters, because, it's only natural for me to be a black man and love my black woman, because It ain't nothing on this earth like a black woman. And there never will be anything else on this earth like a black woman that can compare to her. When it comes to those gorgeous lips, when it comes to those legs, when it comes to that booty, when it comes to those breasts, when it comes to that beautiful skin that she was blessed with. It's like a masterpiece being dipped into chocolate to just seal the deal and make it something out of this world. Like there are really no words that truly describe the beauty of a black woman. You could say masterpiece, you could say beautiful, you could say sexy, you could say amazing, magnificent. But there is just no words out there that can truly define the beauty of a black woman, because as much as some of them have mouths, as much as some of them have attitudes, in my mind, they're the most sexiest goddamn women on this earth. I swear to God. Light-skinned, brown-skinned, dark-skinned. They are absolutely fucking gorgeous. Are they always right? No. Are we as black men always right? No, we're not. But I would defend the black woman with my life, because as a black man, it is my job to protect the black woman. It is my job to make sure that I am the leader in my community and that people look at me as a role model. I lead by example. Thank God we have men in this community that are doing that, but unfortunately there are not many doing it. Because many have just become bitter over relationships that haven't worked out for them. Many have become flat out lazy or angry. And they devote channels on YouTube platforms to discussing how they can't stand black women, discussing how black women don't let them lead. I'm gonna keep on telling you this over and over again. You don't need a woman to tell you that you need to lead. If you are a man, you don't need a woman to tell you what to do. Are you still a little boy waiting for your mother to wipe your ass, or to tell you to get up and go to school or clean your room? I mean, if you are a man that believes that you need a woman's permission to lead the community, then you're a goddamn fool. And that's all there is to it. And I'm telling you, I would tell a man this to his face. And you want to fight, it would go down like that, then so be it. But I'm going to tell you the God honest truth. If you're on a YouTube channel or any platform where you're discussing black relations between black women and black men, and you're saying that black women don't listen to us, they don't want us to lead, so why am I going to lead? You're giving up because you're a coward and you're a loser. I mean, it's the simplest fucking thing I can tell you. And if you can't understand that, I don't know what's the matter with you, man. I just don't know. I don't need no woman to tell me to get on this camera and start talking. I don't need no woman to tell me that I need to go out there and start talking to black children and build up their self-esteem. If you see what's happening to your community and you don't like what's happening to your community, you get your ass up and you do something about it. Everybody want to make excuses like, oh, well, I'm going to wait till these people do this, and when I see them doing that, no. The people who really fought for our civil rights, the people who really fought for black people did not wait for others to get up and do things. They decided on their own they were going to do things. Now, whether you want to decide to go on YouTube and educate your people that way, whether you want to go outside and organize rallies or get-togethers with people and talk about strategies to get out of white supremacy and get out of this oppression, it's your job to do that. You shouldn't be waiting for other people to get up and do things that you can do on your own. Yes, not all of us have that financial that we need to organize all these big events and rallies and stuff like that. But we can start small, and then from there we can go big. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Get together. Go to libraries with some of your friends, and you can discuss strategies on how to get out of oppression. Discuss issues that are affecting black people and what you think the issues are that we can face right now and solve. Number one issue is this gender war shit that shouldn't even be happening. We should be discussing, having like round table discussions with black women on why we need to stop doing this, what our grievances are, put them all on the table and talk about it. There's going to be some arguing, yes, but in the end, we should come to an agreement or some sort of understanding where we can understand each other better and focus on the task of uniting. Because, see, there are black men and black women out here that are united, and they will be united no matter what. There are black men and black women out here that are loving each other and having children, and they don't believe in this gender war trash because they know it's bullshit and it's a distraction by your enemy. But there are other people out here being affected by this as well. The younger generation is getting involved in this bullshit gender war that doesn't even need to be taking place. It doesn't even need to be taking place at all. It makes no sense. But I get on these videos and I tell you what I feel, what my, opinion is on things. And I get called racist. Why? How am I racist for wanting black women and black men to be together? I don't police your penises. I don't police your vaginas. You do, as I said in videos many times, I don't agree with what you do, but it's your life. But I'm going to do the best I can to preach about black love and preach about why we need to be together, because I shouldn't even have to tell black people they need to be together. They should already know that. They should already know that it's wrong to be going outside your community and being with people who don't give a fuck about you. But somehow in your mind, you're telling yourself that they do give a fuck about you, and they really, really don't. They don't. And you've been so manipulated, you've been so brainwashed that you believe that people like me are your actual enemy. You believe that people like me are holding the black people back because of the way I'm talking. How is a black man and a black woman who are in love with each other, wanting to be together, having children, holding the black community back? We're not holding the community back. The people who are going outside their community and making videos on why white people or everybody else who's not black are better options for dating and marriage, and then also having children with these outsiders, those are holding people back. You are holding the black community back when you do that. When you're excusing what white supremacy is and believing that we live in a post-racial society where there's no hatred or racism or bias or discrimination against us based on the color of our skin, you're holding black people back. I'm not holding anybody back. Nobody that thinks about what I'm thinking about or has the same mindset as me are holding black people back. See, the problem is that you've been told so many times that what they say is right, that you believe that when black people say things that they're wrong automatically. Because you've been indoctrinated to believe that these people who speak what they speak are telling you the God honest truth, and they're not against you, but they are against you. Notice how every time it's the first black woman to do this, it's always got a white man involved in it. But they'll never do that if it's the first for a black woman and there's a black man involved. They'll never do that. I told you about that King Kong nonsense, okay? First black woman, they're making a big deal about she's being the first African-American woman in the lead role in the King Kong, in the King Kong series, even though it's a musical. But did they pair her with a black man? No, they didn't. They paired her with a white man. And you cannot tell me there's progression when I'm seeing black women paired with white men. Almost every television show, every ad, every movie that's coming out now, you got them paired with these men. There is a reason for that. And when you see black men being paired with white women back in the day, even though they're still doing it now, but not as big as they used to because they're focusing on black women and white men, there is a reason for that. It's an agenda, and it's not a conspiracy theory. It's a reality, and you need to accept that. And if you don't accept that, then I don't understand where you have been living or what you have been watching all this time. But I'm telling you the truth. That's why I'm hated, because I tell you truth and I also tell you opinion. Truth is the agenda. My opinion is me not liking interracial dating. That's not truth at all. That's my reality and what I believe in. But as far as the agenda goes with wanting to eliminate black love from television, from your eyes to see, that's the truth. They are doing that. They're not showing it like they did, because I've been alive long enough to realize that things have been changing on television. We've been seeing a lot more swirling on television, whether it be black men. You want to talk about black men and white women, but I've seen more black women and white men recently. Since 2014, there have been a lot of TV shows that have been promoting them together as a couple. And I don't like it. And the people that come to my channel don't like it either. The majority of them don't like it at all. People come and say they hate swirling. I'm not going to come on this video and tell you I hate it, but I dislike it a lot. I can promise you that. Because there's nothing beautiful about that union. I don't understand why people say, here's what gets me, and I'm going to make this fast. You got black women who will be with white men, and people will come on there and say, oh, they make such a beautiful couple. Oh, they're so beautiful. Oh, they're so beautiful. Then you got a black man on there with a white woman, and nobody says the same thing like that. Nobody says a thing. There's more hatred towards black men being with white women than there are with black women being with white men. Why is that? I'm not advocating for either because I don't believe in this shit at all, but it's amazing to me how that is possible. It's beautiful because you know why? I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again before I end this video. White men are writing these scripts. White women at times are writing these scripts. They're not going to put black men and black women together. They're going to put white men as the love interest for these black women, and he will get any woman he wants. Just like James Bond, okay? That's how they do it. So I'm not holding anybody back. If anything, I'm trying to pull us forward. The only people that hold the black community back are the ones who are listening to people who want to separate each other, who want to separate us from each other, I should say. When you're listening to Tommy, when you're listening to CK, when you are listening to anyone who wants black people to stay away from each other and not procreate, when you listen to anybody who tells us that we should not be loving each other and uniting, you're holding us back. They're holding us back. I want us to move forward.